your girl Vee.
And it's your girl April Love.
And welcome to an all new review of Married at First Sight. We are reviewing episode 14. Yes, episode 14. Okay, let me get my notebook out to see. I think we're gonna start this week with Vincent and Brianna. We didn't do percentages last week because I didn't have my notebook, but I have it this week, and we're just gonna pick up where we left off.
Yikes!
So we're gonna start with Bree and Vincent.
It hurt.
It's unfortunate. Like, I hate to, like, it really sucks because I feel like this is something that should have been disclosed earlier on. Like, why let them get this far for this to be like the bomb? You know what I'm saying, Brianna? If you were like afraid of getting pregnant and all that stuff, why didn't you say that in the beginning? And if you did, why didn't the experts like match you with somebody who wants children, multiple children?
Oh, right. Well, I don't understand why, she was matched with somebody who was like, 3. I want at least 3.
Yeah, she wants at least 3 children.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Like, that's the thing. Like, that's where I'm, like, struggling because it makes me feel like they're not going to make, like, he wants kids, and he's not adopting. I'm sorry, Latin men want their own offspring. They don't want somebody else's kid. No offense to.
Are you gonna mess around and he's gonna have a couple babies
on you? And and I'm not. There's surrogacy, so I mean that's an option.
But that's expensive, and that's not the same.
It's expensive. It's not the same. He wants to see his wife grow his child in her body, and he wants to experience
I can see him being all excited.
He wants to be a dad. He's never had a dad. He wants to be the dad he's never had, and for her to be, she's using this health thing as an excuse because like we said, we said, it wasn't her first thing. She didn't lead with that. So I feel like that's not the true issue. I feel like people with diabetes, high blood pressure, which one is it?
High blood pressure.
High blood pressure. I feel like they have babies all the time.
They do.
Doctors know what to do with it. It's not new. You're not the only one. It's not rare. So I feel like she's just making excuses, and it's frustrating.
Look, when you be sitting there seeing the 600-pound people having babies, I just feel like, they got all types of health issues. And everybody banging these babies on out. Not to say that's not a legitimate concern, because I do think, if you are really concerned about your health, that would really bother you. But I don't really think that's a good excuse or a good reason to kind of throw out there to say, hey, but I just feel like she would have led with that if when they were having that discussion, it would not have been like, oh, my body's gonna change and
right. It was very superficial things.
Yeah, I just don't think that would be something that you lead with if you really are just concerned for your health. You would have led with, I have this health problem. Mm-hmm. This really concerns me with having a baby. She didn't lead with it. Mm-mm. And so by the time she got to what would be the real, concern thing, mm-hmm. he wasn't hearing it.
He was checked out.
Because what you said up to that point was some dumb stuff. Okay, that happens to every woman. Ooh, that happened to your mother.
Right.
That's why you're here. That's how we're here. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm not liking where things are going. He's not liking it at all. His face is cracking me up. He gets so mad. It's so funny.
And it's so disturbing at the same time because it'd be like, bro, you're mad.
Yeah, he'd be mad.
But you're trying not to,
He's trying to hold it in.
But it's you're on camera, you're trying to hold it in.
It doesn't work. His face is like my face.
Long term, when the cameras are gone, and you get that mad, and there's not a camera in your face to say, hey, Vinny did this.
Yeah.
I just don't know. That concerns me.
It's concerning. The other thing that's concerning is just the fact that she's still being weird about him sleeping in. I think that's weird. I feel like even when Dr. Pepper was okay, can you guys compromise on this? And her compromise was still not really a compromise.
What, him going to sleep earlier?
Him going to sleep earlier. Like, why does he have to go to sleep when you say?
What time is she trying to wake up at?
She's early. I don't know. It doesn't say. But she keeps talking about how he's on his phone. Like, oh, he's on his phone a whole hour after we're already in bed. So what? So is everybody else in the world. Nobody gets in bed and goes straight to sleep. Like, who the fuck does that?
Right.
Like, that's, like, weird. Like, why are you pressing him out? Because, why? Because he don't fall asleep when you say he should fall asleep, and he don't wake up when you say he should wake up? Like, there's the being bossy, and then there's just being controlling, and that's too much. She's doing the most on that one. And it's irritating me that he's not putting his foot down and saying, chill, I'm gonna get up when I'm ready to get up. He keeps sugarcoating it like, I sell cars, and I'm tired, and my body is tired. Like, he's talking to her as if she's a child, like, and he's not really voicing his real
opinion.
Yes, it's annoying.
Well, there's a lot of that going on.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
we'll get to that because I have a lot to say
Yeah.
about your favorite couple this week.
Oh, it was tragic.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it like that.
Oh, I'm doing them like that.
Oh, gosh.
We're going in on them today.
Well, I'm glad we started with your people because your people are not looking all that great either, okay? Because
But they're looking better than your couple, though.
Okay.
Now, we're just gonna say, did you have anything else to say about them before we rate?
I don't know. I hope that we see something a little different because he really wants kids. And
That's a big deal.
And she's not really saying she doesn't want kids. So that's why I'm
She's
like.
not, but he wants kids now. Like, that's what it seems like. He wants kids within the year or two. No, not two. Within the year.
But wasn't
because
he willing to wait like a year or two? Wasn't he say
he said that, but I don't think he meant it. I think that it changed.
I would watch out having sex with him.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Because
he's gonna do what he needs to do to make sure you. He's gonna shoot the club up for sure, Brianna. So you better keep it tight. Last time when we did our ratings, we both said 90% they was gonna stay married. This baby thing really
it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's possible.
She's not saying
she's not saying no. She's just acting scary, and it's scary when you don't know what it's like to be pregnant. But she'll get over it, I think.
Yeah, once the baby starts growing,
she's gonna love it.
And I was watching, and I just happened to catch the little couple cam, and I saw that one of the couples, she was high risk.
Yeah,
too.
she was very high risk on both her pregnancies.
And don't let Vinny see that.
Well, I'm sure he's seen it.
I'm
sure he has. I'm sure he's like, she's been on her deathbed almost twice. Like, for real. Like, this girl was like almost dead. So.
And then the baby came out and it was just like, oh.
Yeah, but she's never hesitated. She's always said, I'm having this, having these babies. Because
that's your legacy.
That's what you do. So, I mean, it's rough. My husband doesn't want kids, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really care. Like, if I cared, it would be a big deal. But I don't, so it's like, okay. But he cares. Vinny cares, like, strong.
He cares.
He cares really hard.
He wants them kids.
So, I don't know.
3 at least.
3 at least. So, I'm going to rate them still at a 90.
I'm still giving them a 90 because, I mean, this is just, I don't know how far they'll go if this is a continued issue.
I don't think it's going to be a continued issue. I think that she's going to get on board. She don't want to lose him. He's the best man she's ever had. Like, for real. She's even said she's never had nobody treat her like this before.
And he does seem like he treats her.
He cares. Yes. So I don't think she's willing to let that go. I think she's going to just get over it and have that baby. So we're going to go with 90%. And we're going to move on to Haley and Jacob.
No, let's skip them first. Like, no, go ahead.
No. I have a lot to say.
Oh, God.
All right, so. I spelled his name wrong. I'll do that. Okay. Let's unpack this, okay?
That's a lot.
First of all, your girl, she's so disrespectful. All right? Like, and it's not just this week. It's every week. And I don't appreciate how everybody is going in on Chris the way he treated Paige. How is Haley any different? She keeps like disrespecting, picking this man apart. Oh, why are you wearing those shoes? Oh, you don't wear sneakers? Oh my God, you're showing up in jeans and cowboy boots? Why are you wearing that? Oh my God, like she's non-stop. And it's like, yo, like chill out. And then when every time they do something, she has to win. And when he was winning at putt putt, she was like really in her feelings, talking about I can't. Like, what's wrong with you?
She's competitive.
Oh no, that's beyond competitive. Like when you do something, a fun activity, like it's supposed to be fun. You can be competitive, but then somebody let him
Some people
enjoy his win.
Some people are sore losers. And
She's a really big sore loser.
Especially when they're competitive.
She's a big sore loser. She's a crybaby. She's so disrespectful. She's always talking about his clothes. But I don't see you in no fashion magazine either, sis. Like I'm looking at you like, okay, where's your fashion sense? That's the first thing. Second thing is the bracelet.
Oh,
the disrespect.
The disrespect. But you know what? Okay, let me just bring it back. Okay, these are things that were established to me the episode where they got married. When she was on screen and said that she was very shallow and she nitpicked on all these different things, I was like, this is going to be a problem for her because she's admittedly saying that she has an issue with this, that she's always finding something wrong. She said this when she was getting married. So this is not even nothing new to because of Jacob himself. This is just who she is, and she's going to have to work on that. With the bracelet thing, I said that also is a testament to how she is because she didn't wear the bracelet before she even met Jacob. So see, the thing that's happening while we're watching it, it's coming off like this is personal to Jacob. Like, oh my gosh, she didn't like the way you dress. She doesn't like you. She's not attracted to you. So this is why she's doing these things. But this is just who she just is. Because to me, she did not meet Jacob and she still didn't wear the bracelet.
Because she thought it was a necklace.
But she could have still wore it.
She could have still wore it, but she didn't. And she didn't. She gave it to the mom. But like he said, once she learned that it was a bracelet, she could have asked her mom to ship it.
But the fact that because Paige wore her necklace that she got, she could have wore, even if she thought it was a necklace, she could have tried to put that thing on her neck or anything, because she had not met this man. So all she knew was that he gave her a gift, and she could have wore it, and she didn't wear it. And I just think that's why I was saying for them, this is how she just is.
No. I'm going to tell you why it's not. It is how she is, but I'm going to tell you why it's directly Jacob that she has an issue with. Like on the show before, Married at First Sight, they sit down. It's like, it was Jacob, Pastor Cal, and I think it was one of the other women. And they talk about things, and Jacob specifically said Haley only showed up when cameras were going to be there. So she would leave. She would not stay at the apartment. She only showed up for activities that they planned, which is why she's always there ahead of him, or that they know that one of the counselors are coming and they're going to be filming. She'll come over. But she's not putting in the work. Like you said last week, you feel like they're the only ones putting in the work. Well, the only reason why Haley is putting in the work is because, like she said, she's taught to see things through. It's not about him. It's about the fact that she can't not see something through. It's her own crazy that's making her stay, but she does not like Jacob. She can't stand him. So it's really unfortunate because this should have been done. Like, I don't think that they should have allowed this to go on. She's a bitch. I hate to say that, but she's not a good person. I don't think she's good for anyone. I think that Haley needs help.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, I think that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's not even him. I think she's gonna run into that problem with other people because, like I said, she admittedly said she was shallow and this, that, and the third, and she nitpicks on, oh, he's not this and he's not that, and he doesn't have. She said this about herself. So now she's in a marriage, and all those things about herself are coming out, and she's nitpicking on stupid stuff like his clothes. Like, Boo, we still talking about his
Like,
clothes.
leave him
like,
alone. Like, she's picking him apart. Like, no matter what he does, it could be anything.
Now, I could see how she would be uncomfortable with a Jacob at times because the way he responds to certain things, he is a little on the nerdy side of things. And
I don't think he's that bad. I really don't see what the issue is. I don't see it. Like, I think that he's like, yes, he's a dork, but I don't think it's so bad that you have to be rude. Yeah, she
No.
says she's trying and that, but no, you're really not, because he's done all these things for you, changes for you, and you're not willing to even accept when you're at fault. Like, even when Dr. Pepper was telling her, you know, what was the problem, she was still kind of like in denial or defensive.
Well,
And
she most definitely was defensive because
Yeah.
when she tried to pull well, what about the hat? And he had to say,
Yeah.
no, sis, $800.
yeah.
$20 hat. Get over yourself.
And then when she called her mom, she didn't even tell the whole story. Like, you telling parts and you omitting parts, sis. You did not even tell your mom the full story. Of course your mom is going to have your back like, he's tacky. Okay, but you don't know the full scope of the story. You just made it seem like he was so pressed that he spent $800 on a bracelet. And she wanted to give it. That wasn't the point. And you know it wasn't. But you needed an ally in that moment. And that's why I don't like you. So last time we did that, did the review, I gave them a 25%. I'm giving them a 0. You gave them 50%.
Yikes! I'm dropping it down.
She hates him.
Yeah. Gosh. I want to keep hope alive.
Ain't no hope.
I'm just gonna give him a 10%, just for the off chance that.
Why would you even want Jacob to endure this hell? Like, why do you want that for him?
I just don't know what type of. I just don't know.
She is just so strong about Haley and Jacob. I can't.
I really want it to.
It's not gonna work, boo.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I'm just giving them a 10. Just leave me alone, okay? I will accept it. Wait, is next week the last episode?
No, I think it's 2 more.
Okay, because I was looking at them sitting on the couch.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that after we're done talking about these couples. Let's move on to let's talk about Eric. No, we did. Let's talk about Claire. Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
We did Claire and Ryan last week, so let's talk about them now. Claire and Ryan. It's still a mess. It's never gonna not be a mess.
But they're probably 100% gonna stay together. Let's be
yeah.
They're gonna 100% choose to stay together. Let's be real about it. But they are. It's not even they. It's her. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm starting to think he's a little special. And I'm starting to feel that way because he just does not pick up on any type of
social cues
like cues that
I don't
he just
think
be
he's
like,
special.
sure, yeah.
I mean, yeah, even that whole conversation he had with his mom. It was like when he was talking to her mom, it was like, sure.
It's not.
It was a lie. It was a lie.
It's not like, it's not even like somebody just faking. Like,
he really genuinely believes that everything is okay.
And that is where I'm like, that's a little special. Because nobody is sitting there looking at your girl, giving all these dang on faces. Every time she turn around, she said, he don't even, she telling everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got to know.
Everybody but him.
And no, she probably is telling him too. I mean, you're sitting there with your friends and she's saying, oh, I've never even seen him with a shirt on.
Yeah.
He's not picking up on stuff that is like blatantly in
But here's
his
the thing.
face.
When she says that she's in love with him, it really irks my soul.
I don't believe that.
I'm going to tell you why she's not in love with him. Clara is not in love with him because Clara doesn't really know what love is, first of all.
Flat out.
And second of all, Clara her and Ryan don't even know each other. Yes, they're all strangers, but they've all exposed a side of them that is not very flattering, right? They've all exposed that
Not
to each
them.
other, not them. They're very still representative like to each other. So I just want Clara to pop off once so that we can see some true emotion.
I need true emotion from both of them. I need to know what Ryan's gonna do
right when you flip out. Like I need to see that, and because that hasn't happened, they're not in love. You can't be in love with somebody you don't know. You've never seen him angry. She's never seen you angry. He's never seen you angry. You don't know what you're like when you're sad. You don't know what you're like. You don't know what anybody's like. At least Bree and Vincent, they had a sad moment with the grandma, right?
Yeah.
They had angry moments with Vincent during his temper tantrums. They had Bree bossy moments. They had moments to where they seen different sides. It was like, okay, I can see myself still with this person.
Even me going back to the donut shop.
Yes, that donut shop
she
scene
was
something. She was rude
as I don't know what. Maybe it was that time of the month.
Nah, that was just her.
No, that was like flat out rude, and that was giving probably who she is.
Yeah.
Because you don't come like that the way she came. I was like, whoa, and we didn't see anything.
Nothing. No emotion.
We didn't see anything.
He didn't do anything.
And I don't even think it's a thing of like editing. Like he probably did not do anything,
didn't do anything,
and so they did not show anything, and that is why I'm saying he is.
I just wish that they would have at least showed that time where he got upset at the party, so that we could have some like we can know that he gets upset, because I don't believe that he gets upset. Like he's just so malmannered, and it's just weird. I don't get it, and so I do believe that they're gonna probably end up staying together because they're in denial of what's really happening. It's not a real life marriage, even dating. It's weird.
It's weird.
And
I was just saying, like, okay, yes, realistically, I could see people saying they love each other, they're in love, especially if they are spending all that time together for, a month and a half. Those feelings could grow really fast, and you'd be like, "Oh, I love you."
Yeah, especially it's expedited.
Yeah, because you're just always around each other.
Together.
And when you're always around each other, usually you are intimate with each other. That just naturally happens. So yes, you're gonna, but they are not there.
They're not anywhere.
And I just, when she's saying that, it does irk me too.
Yeah.
I refuse, and it's sad because I don't want to be like, obviously I don't know how she feels, but you're lying.
She is lying.
Like
she's lying. She's lying to herself. She just wants it. She wants to be in love, and she wants so desperately for him to be in love, and he's nowhere near in love. He's just liking you. He's just like with you. That's it. Like he doesn't even know what it feels like to be in love. So, but he's not there with you. That's just what it is. He's not gonna get there with you. It does hurt. It's very painful to watch. Last time we did ratings, I gave them a 20%. You gave them 50.
I'm giving them 100.
Oh.
I just at this point, they're in denial. They're gonna just go through it.
They're gonna go all the way. You say. I'm still gonna hold tight at 20. I don't know. I just can't think that
she could not even tell him in front of the Dr. Pepper that she is sexually frustrated.
Yeah, it's weird.
So she's gonna fake the funk, and so if she can't even say something that simple, she's for sure not gonna say no to marriage to him. And he's already, he's gonna his way through that too. So they are 100% gonna go ahead.
I think you're right. I really think you're right. I don't think that they're not gonna be together.
They're not confrontational.
No.
That's gonna be confrontational. No, I'm not getting married. She's not gonna say that.
No, she's not. I mean, maybe at the off chance they say, let's just be friends, that might happen. But we'll see.
No, I don't see it.
We'll see. Well, let's move on to our final couple so that we can get to these scenes, child, because I need to talk about it. Virginia and Eric. Like I said last week, like it's like the same argument over and over. Like we know what y'all grievances are, but they're not real because if you're gone for 15 days out of the month, this is not really a real problem. If you're gone and she sleeps over somebody else's house, what the fuck does it matter? You're not home.
You don't know.
She won't even know. She don't even gotta tell you real talk. Like, so what are we talking about here?
It's somebody trying to be controlling and somebody trying to rebel.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
All it is. One is controlling and one is trying to rebel from that controlling, and so they're trying to talk about doing stupid stuff that don't even make any sense. And then on that, he's trying to control stupid stuff that don't even make any sense. It's like, to me, and their energy together,
it doesn't even feel chemistry like. It's like
changed.
Yeah, it has.
Like, you can see it for her, but you can see it for him. Like, he just always seems like irritated.
Yeah.
But her, you could tell she doesn't feel comfortable around him anymore. And like her friend said, like, boo. Like, and I guess she might have been in the room. Did you say she was trying to whisper the friend?
Well, his sister-in-law. That was his sister-in-law.
Oh, no. Oh, I missed that part.
Yes, that was his sister-in-law.
Oh,
she definitely
was
like, it's not gonna work. She
really wants to. She's gonna have to.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. I feel like Virginia likes to suppress Eric's buttons so that they can go have like aggressive makeup sex. Like, that's the only thing that's like making sense to me. Because she knows she's pissing him off. You can see it in her face. She knows the reaction.
She's okay with that.
She's okay with it. And I think that that's the reason. There's a positive light at the end of the tunnel. She's going to get fucked. Angry. Fucked. And so she's like, let me just do this. I don't think that she's not fazed by his anger anymore.
She's not.
It's like, what are you doing this for?
She likes that dramatic.
She likes it.
But you know what? There are people that just live for that type of stuff. And maybe she is one of those people that lives for that type of stuff. Yeah. And she must be really putting that down.
I'm telling you, something's going on.
Because he don't like it at all.
No.
He does not like it at all, but he is still around. And yeah, I'm always going to be here for you.
Right. Well, that's a lie. Every 5 seconds, you out. Like the fuck?
You're going to do this or you can leave. You're going to do this or I'm done. You're going to do this.
Done every week, yo. Every week he's giving ultimatums. And she's like, you know what I mean? Like, she just doesn't care. And it's like she knows what's up. And I feel like it's the sex. That's what's up at the end of these fights. That's the only reason why. That's what's holding them together. That's glue. That's holding them together. It is wild. This is a wild bunch. Last time I gave them 60%. You gave them 55. I'm going down to 45.
I'm going down to 20.
20.
I'm taking it down because they're just, they probably would. I think they probably would stick it out at the final, like, hey, but I don't know. I don't feel confident that they're gonna go years and years and years or stay together too long after that because
he can't deal. He can't handle it.
He can't.
It's too much for him.
And he's gonna end up.
And it's really frustrating because the dad and everybody else is even telling him marriage is what you make it. Whatever you two as a married couple decide what your marriage looks like is what it's gonna look like. But he keeps bringing his old marriage into it and saying this is what a marriage is supposed. There's certain things that you're supposed to
work out.
Exactly. So why not be flexible and try something different?
Because he's traditional, and he grew up with his mom and his dad, and he's followed in his father's footsteps, and so I think he ideally wants to have
it's not that. Gonna happen.
And I think this is the thing that I think he needs to probably accept is that his mom they probably did not have a happily marriage.
I don't see it.
Yeah, so he may not know all the ins and outs of their relationship, but his mom probably settled with the fact that she's taken care of and woo that doesn't necessarily read I'm so happily in love and this, that, and the third. And he wants that, but he also no, he doesn't even want the happy in love. I think he just wants what he's seen with his mom, which is, this is just my job. This is what I'm doing.
Right. He wants her to fall in line in her wife role, and she's not a traditional wife role type of girl. It's not gonna happen. She's just not that way. So it's either you accept her how she is, or you move on. You're not gonna change her. Period. Right. It's not gonna happen. So that's why, I'm going to give 45. I'm going to be optimistic with these two.
I'm not.
You're giving 20. And And I love that we don't have to talk about Chris and Paige. I just love it, but we do have to talk about them because did you see them scenes? Oh my God, I got so pissed off, yo. I promise
they've been
you.
talking off.
Yes.
Like they were too friendly for me.
She's like, what? Yeah. Like what? Why are y'all laughing? I feel like she's gonna be like, well, if he wants to stay married, I don't want to hear it. Shot. I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
I know, cause he done took his coat off. Yes. Like they look too comfortable.
Just too friendly.
It didn't seem like one and done. Like no.
There was no animosity.
When I saw he didn't have his blazer on, I was just like, oh, it's too comfortable.
I'm telling you, I was stressed out just from that scene alone. Like I'm like, oh my God, yo, she's really kikiing with this dude. On the couch. She don't even look upset. She looks like she's smitten and just met him for the first time and is willing to give it to her.
And he was giving it to her, smiling at her and all. I was like, please.
Chris, if you really hate her face that much, because you've been talking about her face for a minute, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Like, is it the attention? He just likes it, but he don't really like her.
Yeah, I think it's
that's wrong.
I think that's what it's.
That's so fucked up.
They were looking more bubbly than some of the couples
that
have been doing this thing with each other.
Well, you saw Haley and Jacob on opposite ends of the earth. They was not even close. They're over. I don't think they're not gonna say yes. Haley cannot stand Jacob.
She can't.
Clara and Ryan, I really think that they're gonna recommit. And then Vince and Brianna, I think that they're going to stay together. Like I said, I don't think she's letting him go. And I don't think he's going to let her go. I really think that she's going to just fall in line and do whatever needs to be done. So, with that being said, that's our show. That went quick. I like the 4 couples. I like that. And it should have been like that weeks ago.
Yeah, it was good. That was good.
It was really good.
That was quick. So, my question is, though, do they have a separate episode for the follow-up?
Yes.
Okay, so the next episode is the final.
It's the lead up to the final because they said they have 2 weeks last night. So it will be this week and then this week and then next week will be the
follow-up?
The commitment. No.
Okay, so next week is the commitment and then they'll do the follow-up in that same episode.
No. So next week will be leading up to the final episode, which is them sitting on the couch and deciding whether they're going to stay married. So but then they did show scenes of them committing. So you might be right. Because, even though they said 2 weeks.
They showed it.
You're right.
So I'm thinking, are they doing an episode just solely on them following up? Or is that in one episode?
No, it's not in one episode. That's a whole separate episode. And that will be the week after they commit.
Okay.
And then it'll be 6 weeks later. And then no, we didn't stay together.
Didn't work out.
You'll hear the real deal at that ceremony because when they recommit, it really means nothing. I don't even take that to heart anymore because clearly a lot of them don't stay together. It's unfortunate. What a waste of time.
It is a waste of time and energy.
It is. I honestly don't think
and money.
It is. Who has the? Listen. I don't think we're going to review this again. After this season, we're going to find a new show. I think we need to start reviewing Ready to Love. It just started. It comes on Friday.
Love.
Well, this is about
I know.
It's a love channel.
Step My Love.
Yeah.
Shows up.
Yes, it's about black couples that meet up in a house and they're older, so they're ready to love.
Okay.
And they get eliminated week by week or whatever, and then 3 couples remain at the end, and usually they don't stay together, but we'll see. It might, I don't know. But I think that we're going to switch gears after this, because this exhausted me. I don't want to do this no more. So, but, we'll see what happens next week, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Vee.
And your girl, April Love.
And we are your hosts of Love Unlocked Talk.
If you like what you saw, please subscribe, like, and comment below. And let us know what you want us to discuss for future episodes.
Also, please follow us on Instagram at Love Unlocked LLC for updates.